Hello, I'm Kristen, and I'm back with another flip through of a completed album. This time it is my December daily from 2022. I try to stay pretty current in the month of December. I think I finished this 1 week into January, I believe. I like to just kind of do a page here and there during the month of December and and a little bit beyond. But I also like to keep it pretty simple. And this year, I decided to go with a 4x4 album. This was an album that Ali had sold a few years ago, I think, with the kids kit. And I had bought it on clearance, and it was just sitting in my stash. And so I decided to go a little bit simpler this year and try the 4x4. So here is my title page, and it's not really a title page, it's more like the inside cover, but I used this from the sticker advent calendar that Ali offered this year, and then this is stuff from my stash. I didn't buy a whole lot from her 2022 December daily products, a few things here and there, but I used up a lot of my stash, which was really nice. This was an idea that she did in, I think it was prep day, where she had us just stamp something onto a page. So this is kind of, not really the reason why, but we had a direct hit from Hurricane Ian this year and had a lot of damage to our house and lost a lot of items. So I felt that this quote was very appropriate for how I was feeling this year. And we were just, happy to be able to be in our home, even though it's not fully repaired. But yeah, to have a roof over our heads and food on the table, I thought it was the perfect way to open up this album. And I'm just gonna kind of flip through and not do a whole lot of commentary. This was a bokeh picture I took of our tree, and then I just overlaid. This was my day one. It was kind of a continuation of like a reason why. And then this was day two, and I used these little gold puffy stickers. I think there's some black ones in here too. I didn't use the chipboard numbers only because I felt like they were too big for a 4x4 album. So this size was perfect. This was a wedding we had gone to. And I tried to, I do a story a day. And some things I do, like things that happen on that actual day, like this actually happened on the 2nd. And then this actually happened on the 3rd. But then I have a lot of filler pages too that, well, this is my daughter's, her birthday is on the 4th. So she's always on the 4th story in my December daily. That flips out. And I think that this is an idea from, I believe it was Pam Baldwin with this pull out like this. And then did a couple more. She had just sent me pictures of things that she had done on her birthday up at college. So this was just this was like a filler. Did not happen on the 5th of December. This was just something that we did as a filler. This was just decorating the tree. And these were 2 new ornaments that we got this year. This was one that we got from a Disney trip at Thanksgiving. And then this one was one that our daughter sent us after the hurricane. It says, if you can see, it says, where's it at? There we go. She ordered it off of Etsy and had it sent to us. So that definitely had to go on our tree. This is day 6. These were advent calendars. I got myself one and then my girls one. And then I just typed up on and printed on clear sticker paper and put on the tag. Day 7 or story 7. My daughter went with friends to see Elf the Musical up at school. Day 8, this was either a prep day or a product play, I can't remember. But there was no picture. I just wrote the things that we were grateful for this year. This was day 9. My youngest daughter got sick, and I don't think we had watched a Christmas movie at that point. And so we just kind of curled up in her bed and flipped a movie on. It's a fun movie if any of you haven't seen it. This was day 10. I made this shaker pocket. And these little shaker fillers were actually from the dollar spot at Target. They were in these little like glass, almost like little vials. And they had candy canes, they had Christmas trees, and they had this gold like confetti. So this was kind of like a date night that we had gone on. This was just shopping at Target for story 11. Story 12 were these tags that Allie had done this year, and I printed them really small because they needed to fit into my 4x4 album. But you can still read them. They're not so small that you can't read them. And then they just tuck into here, which I just, I made this vellum with a stamp and some embossing powder, and then stitched it onto here, and it makes a nice little pocket. That was day 12. This was day 13, or story 13. This was, you know, it had nothing to do with Christmas or the holidays, but it was just regular day at home. And my daughter wanted to learn how to play poker. So my husband taught her how to play poker. This was just a night, a quick dinner out in between school things, and just dinner at Chipotle, me and my youngest. Story 15, no journaling. It was just a picture of my Department 56 village, and I used the little twinkle puffy sticker that came, I think that this came in the advent calendar as well. 16, my oldest came home from college for winter break, and I just did a little bit of journaling, and then this pops out here. And then this was kind of related, well, this is kind of related to our hurricane deal, but we have, usually I've done wrapping paper type stuff with our, like in past December daily albums. You know, I talk about the wrapping paper I use. This year I decided to use our bedroom, which is not usable since the hurricane. Like we lost our bed, and we have roof damage with leaks in the ceiling. So the whole room has to be basically gutted and redone. And then obviously we have to buy a new bed. And so I just set this up as like a Christmas command center. I set up this folding table. That's where all my wrapping was done. My daughter was able to put her suitcase in here for coming home from school, because I'm in her bedroom right now because of the hurricane. And we just, you know, my Amazon boxes went in here. This is just where everything was for Christmas. And I did a little bit of journaling about it. Hopefully next year I will not have a picture like this. 18. This was inspired by an old, I think it was 2019, Allie did a 4x6 album. And so I used some of her ideas because I thought working in a 4x4 was going to be pretty easy, and it really wasn't. I really had to think about how I wanted to best use this size. I'm glad I did this size, but because it was fun to do, but I had to really get creative with the smaller space. We just went to the farmer's market, and that's just what this page was, no journaling. This was day 19. Our dog went to the little doggy day spa. She got groomed, and then she got this cute little bandana, and she posed in front of the Christmas tree, which she never poses for she doesn't like the camera. So the fact that I got this picture was a miracle in itself. And then I just stitched this is a clear pocket on here, and tuck this little tag in. Let's see, what is this? Oh, this was Story 20, a group of scrappy friends. We have a Marco group that we've been in for over a year now. We've done 2 December dailies together, but we've become very close friends. And we exchanged Christmas gift / boxes this year. Kind of regionally, like where we're from, we included things from our area. So like these were the boxes that I sent out, and then these were the gifts that I received. Story 21. Oh, it must be under here. Yes. This was Story 21. Just tucked in some journaling. It's my girls being silly. I just wanted a picture of them with their gingerbread houses that they decorated, and they were not cooperating. And I just realized, you know what? I just need to take a picture of just the moment. And I'm so glad that I just got this picture of them, it's just candid. It captures the moment perfectly. And, yeah, I'm so much happier with this picture than with a pose, like look over here and smile picture. These were the cookies. I think I wrote anything on the back. No, these were the cookies that we made this year. I used to kind of have my whole list of cookies that I would make, and then a few years ago, I just decided, you know what, I don't need to make a million batches of cookies, so I let everybody in the family pick which cookie they want to make, or which they want me to make, and that's what we do. So I make 4 different types of cookies. Usually they're pretty traditional. Usually I pick for myself something new that I have come across, and so this was an old digital file from a previous prep day maybe, and I printed it up with this not journaling, but where I put our names, like, my husband chose and I chose and my kids chose, and then I stamped the names of the cookies there. And then this was just journaling about making the cookies. I just snapped this picture of my youngest daughter licking the chocolate off the fingers of my oldest while they were making Buckeyes. And I don't think that they knew I caught that picture, but I'm glad I did. And they did a lot of the baking this year, so it was kind of nice that I could step back and just kind of let them make the cookies. I did some, but they had fun making the cookies themselves. The 23rd was, just journaling, no picture. My husband and I started a tradition this year where every month we put $20 in an envelope, and at the end of the year we went on a date night and we just left all of the money as a tip. So it was just a little way of spreading some Christmas cheer. And we're going to do that every year. So I was just, like I said, no picture, journaling. And then the 24th, we had a cold front, like a real big cold front, which is not common here in Florida. It rarely ever gets cold here for Christmas. And it was very cold. These were wood veneers that I painted and attached to transparency. And then this was our Christmas Eve. We were all bundled up. It really does get this cold in Florida, or it can get this cold. So we had, we broke out the hats and the scarves and winter coats and everything. And this was Christmas morning. Just my girls on Christmas morning. And then this was just a simple little pocket that I made with some pictures from Christmas Day. This was my husband and the charcuterie board that we had. This was one of the place settings at dinner. This was all of us like getting our food at dinner. I kind of just backed up and took a big wide shot of everybody. And then this was me and my daughter. I'd make sure I got myself in the pictures. It's so important. And then that just tucks in right there. And that is it. I only went through 25 days this year. I've gone through 31 before, but I don't think I could fit another 6 stories in here comfortably. And then I just wrote a little page on reflection on the season, not really on my year, but just on the season. So that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this flip through, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.